You're in the rant wormhole where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This is the last one for this month, I think. It's for I'm Not Jeff Thu, who says, what are your thoughts about dubs in anime video games like the Tales series, for example? If there was an option for the sub voices, would you use them and why? Almost always yes. I mean, for the same reason as regular dubs, I don't like the acting. Usually when they bring over anime-style games, they use the exact same dub actors who are often used in anime. So, I'm already sick of these voices. Like, playing Persona 3, it's always been, I can't get over Vic Mignogna's fucking voice playing Junpei. Like, it makes it worse. And granted, that game has some of my favorite dub actresses in it. I really like the performances of the two girls in your party, but having to hear Vic Mignogna's voice makes the game worse for me. And this is before any controversy surrounding him. I just don't like the guy's voice. But, like, I just would prefer to hear the Japanese voices, especially when they also are using mostly anime voice actors and actresses whom I love. Like, for instance, playing, like, Catherine. I remember being so pissed when Catherine was coming to the US and didn't have a Japanese voice track because I think Catherine was voiced by, like, Miyuki Sawashiro or something, who I was a huge fan of at the time, and I got to hear her in Muramasa the Demon Blade, at least. But, admittedly, this is less of a big deal for me when it comes to video games because I don't usually, like, listen to the audio in a game all the way through. I think that in anime games particularly, they tend to be very stilted with the voice acting because of the fact that you have to click through. So there's no sense of pacing. There's no sense of, like, the conversation happening in real time. So when you hear the voiced lines, it's like I'd rather just read it at my own pace and not have to, like, sit, like, if they're acting the line and I read it before they're done, I'm just gonna hit A again. I'm just gonna cut them off every time because it's not a, like, engaging experience to listen to characters with long gaps between their speech, going back and forth. And frankly, I also can't stand how, like, most of these games are just playing the music on a loop. You're just hearing the same song over and over again. So usually I will mute that shit and just play my own music over it, or I'll have it playing very quietly in the background while I play a music or a podcast maybe. I don't think that there's a lot of games that have incorporated their audio in a way that really fits the nature of a game. I think there's, especially with these anime-style games, they're trying too hard to recreate anime-style narratives inside of a video game, and it just doesn't translate exactly, So, like, it's not that I think that it's a bad idea to have all these elements. No, I'm fine with it. I'm just not going to give it the full time of day or my full attention because I don't think it's a good use of the medium and its strengths generally. There you go.